And I'm back with more East Origin. Spent the last half an hour fucking around in Castlevania and dying at everything. So now I get to play East and die at everything in this game too. Or ease my frustrations, who knows. Alright, looks to have worked. Much as I hate to admit it, that oddball's hint was a good help. I should keep moving. Yeah, because I just spent the last half an hour basically fucking up everything in Castlevania. Not really trying hard and getting frustrated when I couldn't win, so I'm just like, alright, fuck this, I'll win somehow and then call it a day. Spike traps and everything, just like yesterday's episode in this, where I kept getting killed by the fire traps. Because I was impatient. So, Strife sucks at Castlevania, yay! Goes right along with sucks at snowboarding and fighting Stingray. You're dead. Right, but hopefully I can get through all of this stuff in this area, fight the next boss in the next episode. Let's see how much time I get. See how much I can get through 25, 30 minutes. I should be able to get through to the next boss and then fight it later, but we'll see. Whee! Hurrah, Spirit Cape, I love you. Ah, shit, I didn't put the ebony shoes on. I'm dumb. Also, where are the equips in this place? Because I'm still rocking the level 2. Let's make sure we're... Am I down here? I don't think I am. Ah, there's the equips. There's Clarior at least. Hooray! I'm glad I came back. Level 21. I see now. There's some equips. Wow, I get boots now. Cool. Wow. Alright then. I was worried about equipment. No, I got equipment. Yay! Ah, yes. Catharsis! I love catharsis. I hope everybody loves catharsis, because that's what we play these games for. If we're frustrated, it's not fun. So... Where do I go? Okay, this is getting old. I see. Hit you. And then I go over here. I get it. Ow, you're gonna stab me. Don't stab me. Jerk. Yo! I did it. Okay. But yes, if I ever seem like I'm struggling to play something and I'm not having fun, then I will do my damnedest to get back to having fun, even if it means just putzing a boss fight or leveling up. Like I said with Castlevania, like I played that entire last episode just pissed off. I was trying to get through the clock tower with all the spikes, and then I was fighting the bat boss, who was a lot harder than I remember him being because he's all contact damage bullshit. And I'm just like, this is not fun. Let me just use the rewind feature and get the fuck out. You know, is that the optimal way to play the game? Maybe not, but it's my way. That's why I kind of wish I was playing this on very easy, but it's not so insurmountable that I can't play on this difficulty. But if I was playing on normal or nightmare or hard or whatever, I'd just be like, ah! Because nobody wants to be bitching all day. This is meant to be an escape. And, if I just feel flustered, then I don't want to talk anymore, and then it's no more fun. I'm not talking about having fun stabbing dudes and shooting dudes and doing all that, whatever. So, hooray. So yeah, every once in a while a game will just be bleh. But again, I still like the game, I just didn't like that section. Or, in this game, some of the bosses. Valagander. I hated that boss fight, in both instances. I figured him out better as Hugo, because I'd beaten him as Unica, but he's still a pain in the ass. You know, but if I'm ever frustrated to the point, like, I'm never frustrated to the point I would quit a game. I think the only time that ever happened was Nier Automata, but that's because it kept giving me weird bullshit near the end of the game, like instant death game overs, when it never told me, hey, you're gonna get a game over, do you want to keep going? No, it just said, no, you're gonna get a game over because you didn't do the thing that I didn't tell you was gonna be a bad thing. Or like that time in Suikoden where that thing happened, where I fought those dudes on the mountain, and they took my party away. Because usually when they take your party away, it means, oh, okay, well, they'll take me on a fight. No, they just up and fucking kill you if all of your people are dead. Like, okay. Warning would have been nice. You know, weird game decisions like that like players may or may not account for, because game logic and, you know, previous game experience says, oh, you're no, you know, unless we up and tell you you're dead, you're not gonna die. You know, so certain frustrating parts of a video game are just frustrating parts of a video game. That's just how it's gonna be. But hey. You know, so sometimes I bring that on myself. Sometimes I bring frustration on myself by playing a certain game and I'm not prepared for, oh, this part's kind of difficult. Or, you know, by and large, I'm aware that a game is not going to frustrate me, so it only happens so much. But whatever. If I can use this episode as a come down from, you know, feeling like that, you know, because that's kind of how I was feeling. But good, because Ace is just mindless smashing and dashing, and sometimes the bosses hurt, you know. Finding a safe space. And everybody's probably got a game like that. A game where they just like, I'm chill, I'm happy, I'm whatever. I don't need to fight a thing, I just punch a dude. I do a thing. I play an easy mode. Or, if you want the challenge, that's great. You know. If a challenge is what you want, then that's perfectly fine, but everybody's different. What level am I at? 23. I forget what level I need to be for Galaldi. I mean, I'm not fighting him in this episode anyway, so. But I need to get... But that's why I like easy modes, is because there are sometimes challenging parts in a game, but they're never so insurmountable that they're just done. Trap. It's a trap! Well, okay. So yeah, let's get these torches. Because I never want to play these games, like, there is no wrong way to play them, you know, admittedly. So, there is no wrong way to play a game. Alright? There is no wrong way. People play how they want to. But saying a game is terrible just because a hard part happened or whatever, that's not how a game should be. But every time I do these games, I always think, okay, am I putting the game's best foot forward? Like, I think people can see beyond what my skill level is for a certain game, because, you know, if I played a game over and over and over, that's going to be different than, oh, I haven't played Dawn of Sorrow in 25 years. Or 20 years, and oh god, this one section pissed me off, versus, okay, I've played Persona 5 million fucking times, I know what I'm doing. There's some iffy spots, but yeah, I know how. Or you can play Streets of Rage blindfolded, or what the fuck, I don't know. But everybody's tolerances are different, and that's important. Because at the end of the day, whenever I'm playing this, I'm always thinking, somebody's probably never seen this? And in some of the even more niche cases, like anything other than Final Fantasy, they probably never seen it. Or if, like, I'm playing Super Mario, like, I haven't played this in 30 years. I'm going to play this really fucking badly. Maybe you'll find some fun in it. Maybe you'll laugh. I don't know. But even I'm aware that, like, You maybe have never seen a Tales game, a Persona game, a whatever game, or even the Castlevania games, or this game. Like, I guarantee you probably, even if you followed my channel and heard me talk about these games, like, Ys may not be a thing you've ever seen. Am I the best representative of what an Ys game, like Ys gameplay should be? Maybe not. Because there is no best of, but what I can do is at least say, hey, this is the second playthrough of 3. We've been through this already, so you kind of know what I'm doing and how I'm playing it. But this is how I would play Hugo. You might play him differently. But everybody's got, like, their own tolerances and own preferences and, you know, what they find interesting and cool. And my interest here mostly is just, if you've never seen it before, I have to come across as if you've never seen this before. So, if a game is challenging to me, then maybe it's challenging to you, or maybe you look at the screen going, dude, just stop being dumb and play it the way the game wants you to play, you know? But again, there are segments like, oh god, what was it, Infinity and Breath of Fire 2, where no amount of game design fuckery is going to change the fact that it was 20-some levels of a dungeon. And, like, doing that. Or Bravely Default, where those boss fights took me 2 hours near the end, and I got frustrated. As opposed to something like Persona, which, less frustrating. You know, everybody plays a game differently, does a game in a different way. But the important thing is to show off a game's strengths rather than say, okay, I hate this game because of this. No, I hate it because me personally did not like this design. Does not mean it's a bad game. I don't know too many bad games I've played on the channel, because if I didn't like them, I wouldn't be playing them. But, you know, getting back to the Nier Automata thing, I'm like, did I hate the game outright? No, I love the story. I just, it wasn't for me. And a lot of its in-game bullshit was not for me. You know, so getting frustrated over one episode of Castlevania is just, in the moment, frustrating, but now that I'm looking back on it, it's like, the game is challenging. Okay, go me. Ah, that's a lot of fire. But as we can see here, I'm just mindlessly mashing. And I'm getting hurt because I'm stupid or not paying attention. But it's a catharsis. This episode was what I needed. Because if we're angry, you know, and I'll end with this because we're at the end of the video. If we're ever angry, a mantra I've used is to think about something that makes me happy instead. Rather than be angry about the stuff that pisses us off, take a moment and reflect on what is good, I think. You know, because we're never not always 100% angry or 100% happy. But always think on the positives, you know. And hopefully, if nothing else, that this episode has gotten me back to thinking positively and doing the fun stuff and, you know, strengthen the eyes of fact. Let's go. I'm always going to do that. I like strength of fact. Okay, good. Double that up. We got a couple thousand more. What's the next one I want to do? Drop effects, boost, skill, maybe MP usage? Maybe MP usage. Either way, it's fine. I did the thing! Go me! In fact, this is a shorter episode than I remember, I think. You know what? Screw it. Let this be a shorter episode. I want to end on a happy note. I don't want to fight Gilaldi in a mood. because I fought 2 bosses in Castlevania. So, right, I kind of meandered, and all my thoughts kind of meandered all over the place. But hey, I got through the thing I needed to get through, so I'm happy. I'll get to the boss next time. See you then.